what you eat before bed after 65 could literally stop your heart. Did you know that what you eat a few hours before going to bed could mean the difference between waking up refreshed and not waking up at all? This is not a scare tactic. It's not sensationalized health talk. It's based on increasing medical findings that connect nighttime eating habits with sudden cardiac events in older adults. You see, many people over the age of 65 are unknowingly putting enormous stress on their heart, lungs, and blood vessels at the worst possible time, right before the body tries to rest and recover overnight. Let's explore how this happens and what you can do about it. The silent danger hiding in your evening snack meat. Walter, a vibrant 78-year-old grandfather who stayed active, ate what he thought was healthy, and enjoyed a nightly ritual of winding down with a small snack. Every evening, Walter would eat a simple piece of processed cheese on a cracker. Nothing large, nothing greasy, just a comforting bite before bed. But one morning his daughter found him unresponsive. The cause? A nighttime heart event. One triggered in part by the very snack he thought was harmless. Here's what many don't realize. Processed cheese is loaded with sodium, saturated fat, and artificial additives. These components increase blood pressure, reduce arterial flexibility, and elevate the heart's workload. Especially dangerous in the hours when your body naturally lowers its defenses for rest. Why nighttime is a critical window. After age 65, your body's resilience to dietary stress decreases dramatically. Systems that used to bounce back easily now struggle under even small imbalances. Here's why evening eating becomes riskier as we age. Blood pressure naturally fluctuates at night. Sudden spikes from salty or heavy foods can lead to vascular strain. The nervous system becomes more reactive. Stimulants or even subtle additives can trigger arrhythmias or anxiety-like symptoms. Digestion slows at night, so food remains in the stomach longer, causing reflux, poor nutrient absorption, and indirect stress on your heart. Breathing becomes shallower and circulation less efficient, so any added heartburn has greater impact. Unfortunately, the foods we've been taught are safe snacks in the evening often fit into the most dangerous category for older bodies. And the consequences? Not just poor sleep, but increased risk of nighttime heart attacks, mini-strokes, and breathing episodes. The unseen link between food and nighttime health events. Doctors are now warning that it's not just what we eat, but when we eat, that plays a crucial role in heart and metabolic health, especially in seniors. In fact, cardiologists report a rise in cases where late-night dietary habits were a contributing factor to overnight medical emergencies. Here's what's happening inside. Heavy fats raise LDL, bad cholesterol, and trigger inflammation. Excess sodium causes water retention and blood pressure elevation. Additives like MSG or preservatives overstimulate the nervous system. Sugary foods destabilize blood sugar, leading to night sweats, heart palpitations, and restlessness. You don't need to feel symptoms for the damage to begin. And that's what makes nighttime eating particularly insidious. The signs are invisible until the body reaches a tipping point. Conclusion: it's time to rethink your evening ritual. If you're over 65, it's time to pause and reconsider your nightly habits. A snack isn't just a snack anymore. Your body changes with age, and your heart becomes less forgiving of the wrong inputs at the wrong time. But the good news? You can still enjoy evening food safely if you make the right swaps. In the next sections, we'll uncover the 8 specific foods you should avoid before bed and offer proven, gentle alternatives that nourish without harm. Because every bite before sleep is not just a matter of comfort, but of survival. Many older adults believe their evening snacks are harmless, but the truth is, after age 65, certain foods can quietly increase the risk of heart strain, poor sleep, or even nighttime health crises. Let's take a closer look at 4 common foods, often eaten before bed, that can place extra pressure on your heart, circulation, and nervous system while your body is trying to rest and recover. Processed cheese, sugary cereals, processed meats, and spicy or strong-flavored foods may be comfort staples, but for seniors, they come with hidden risks. Take processed cheese. A small slice may not seem like much, but it is often packed with sodium and saturated fats. In older adults, this combination can raise nighttime blood pressure and make it harder for the heart to stay calm during the natural dip in cardiovascular activity that occurs during sleep. The digestion of high-fat cheese can also disturb rest by triggering acid reflux, increasing nighttime awakenings and heart strain. A better option: a few spoonfuls of unsweetened Greek yogurt with some crushed walnuts provide protein, calcium, and healthy fats that are easier to digest and friendlier to your nervous system. Next on the list are sugary cereals. Many people associate a small bowl of cereal with childhood comfort, but refined sugar and quick-burning starches are especially disruptive to aging bodies. These foods trigger a surge in blood glucose and insulin, followed by a crash that can interrupt deep sleep, trigger vivid dreams, or leave you feeling restless and sweaty. Over time, this blood sugar roller coaster strains the body's natural overnight repair cycles. A healthier alternative might be steamed sweet potato and warm milk, which offer stable complex carbohydrates, tryptophan, and magnesium to promote relaxation and metabolic calm. Then there are processed meats, like sausages, ham, and lunch meats. These may be quick and satisfying, but they're often extremely high in sodium and chemical preservatives, like nitrates and nitrites. For older adults, these compounds can cause blood vessel irritation and elevate nighttime blood pressure. Studies have linked high-processed meat consumption with a threefold increased risk of heart-related deaths in seniors, especially when consumed at night. Instead, reach for a soft-boiled egg or a piece of lightly cooked tofu, foods that provide protein and nutrients without excessive salt or synthetic additives. Finally, many people enjoy spicy snacks or strong flavors late at night, foods heavy in garlic, chili, or pepper. Unfortunately, these foods can stimulate the nervous system and digestive tract at the worst possible time. They may lead to acid reflux, raise your heart rate, and increase your core temperature, all of which make restful sleep more difficult. Warm soy milk with oats is a calmer alternative, offering fiber, protein, and a gentle flavor that promotes relaxation. In summary, the common thread in these 4 foods is that they're high in salt, sugar, fat, or chemical stimulants, exactly the things your body needs to avoid as it winds down for the night. By replacing them with gentler, more heart-friendly options, you can support better sleep, lower your cardiovascular risk, and wake up with more energy and clarity. Eating at night isn't wrong, but after 65, what you eat at night makes all the difference. Some foods may feel comforting before bed, especially in older age. A cup of cocoa, a piece of cake, a glass of wine. These might seem like small rewards at the end of the day, but what if those exact foods are the reason you wake up feeling more tired, foggy, or even anxious than when you went to sleep? After age 65, your body handles food very differently, especially at night. Digestion slows, nerve sensitivity increases, your heart becomes more reactive to small changes. What once felt harmless can now keep your entire system on high alert while you sleep. Let's start with something almost everyone enjoys: a warm drink. Many people, particularly those who grew up with tea or coffee as daily habits, like to end their day with a comforting cup. But drinks with caffeine, including green tea, black tea, coffee, cola, and even chocolate milk, activate the sympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for the fight or flight response. That means faster heartbeat, shallower breathing, and higher blood pressure, even when you're lying in bed. Caffeine also interferes with melatonin production, which is your body's natural sleep hormone. That's why people who consume caffeine too late in the day often report restless sleep, more vivid dreams, or waking up multiple times throughout the night. What's worse, many older adults become even more sensitive to caffeine as they age, so what felt mild at 40 can become overstimulating at 70. A gentler option is a cup of warm water infused with chamomile and a small slice of banana, which helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Another common evening indulgence is a slice of cake, a pastry, or sweet bread. These foods are high in sugar and often also contain processed fats. After consumption, they spike your blood sugar quickly, and that spike is followed by a crash. This roller coaster impacts your insulin, liver, pancreas, and even your sleep cycles. When blood sugar crashes in the middle of the night, it can trigger shallow sleep, night sweats, or sudden wake-ups with feelings of anxiety. For older adults with diabetes, high cholesterol, or high blood pressure, eating high-sugar desserts at night can even increase the risk of serious metabolic disruption. A safer alternative is a small square of dark chocolate, at least 72% cacao, paired with a few nuts. This provides a gentler release of energy and adds magnesium, which calms the nerves. Alcohol is often misunderstood as a sleep aid. It may make you feel relaxed initially, but alcohol disrupts your brain's natural sleep architecture. You fall asleep faster, yes, but you get far less deep, restorative sleep. Alcohol also suppresses your breathing reflex, which can be dangerous for anyone at risk of sleep apnea or who already struggles with oxygen levels at night. It can also lead to night sweats, heart palpitations, and even episodes of confusion or dizziness upon waking, increasing the risk of falling or injury. What's more, alcohol dehydrates the body and depletes critical minerals like magnesium and potassium that are essential for heart and nerve function. A wiser nighttime drink is warm milk or jujube tea, which gently supports calm and restoration without disturbing your internal rhythms. The final danger zone is heavy, greasy, late-night meals, especially fried foods or stir-fried dishes. They might be delicious, but they demand a lot from your digestive system. These meals are typically rich in fats, oils, and salt, and they linger in the stomach for hours. During this time, your body is supposed to be resting, not digesting. Eating these foods close to bedtime can cause acid reflux, bloating, or even chest discomfort that mimics cardiac symptoms. Some people wake up sweating or feeling pressure in the chest, not realizing it was caused by their dinner. Instead, a small bowl of warm oats or light vegetable soup offers nutrients without overloading the digestive tract. All of these common foods, caffeinated drinks, sweet desserts, alcohol, and fried dishes, have one thing in common. They keep your body in fight mode when it's supposed to be in rest mode. While you sleep, your body isn't simply off. It's performing thousands of critical repairs for your heart, brain, muscles, and immune system. But if you go to bed after consuming foods that stimulate, strain, or disrupt that process, your body ends up working overtime, and you wake up feeling more drained, not refreshed. And for older adults, that repeated strain adds up. It increases the risk of high blood pressure during sleep, irregular heart rhythms, inflammation, and even more serious consequences like nighttime heart attacks or strokes. The solution isn't to stop eating before bed entirely. It's to choose snacks and drinks that support relaxation and healing. When your body feels calm and stable at night, every system functions better. You breathe more deeply, your heart beats more steadily, and your brain gets the quiet time it needs to restore mental clarity and mood for the next day. So tonight, skip the cake and wine. Choose warm soup, a banana, or a calming tea. With every better bite, you give your heart and body the peace they've earned and the strength to wake up ready for life. Every bite you take before bed is more than just a moment of comfort or habit. It's a quiet vote for the kind of morning you will wake up to. For those over 65, that vote becomes especially important because your body is now in a more delicate balance. The same foods that once seemed harmless or even relaxing can now interfere with the very systems you rely on for rest and recovery. Let's revisit the 8 foods that pose the greatest risk when eaten late in the day. Processed cheese, sugary cereals, processed meats, spicy foods, caffeinated beverages, pastries and cakes, alcohol, and heavy stir-fried meals. At first glance, these may not seem threatening. After all, they're common, convenient, and in many cases, part of cultural tradition or evening routine. But as your body ages, the internal processes that manage blood pressure, digestion, and sleep regulation all begin to operate more slowly and less efficiently. These foods, despite their appeal, can overwhelm your system just when it needs to wind down. Each one of these items shares a harmful characteristic. They interfere with the body's ability to rest, repair, and regulate overnight. Instead of supporting the natural nighttime rhythm, they increase your heart rate, spike your blood pressure, cause fluctuations in blood sugar, and raise the risk of acid reflux and indigestion. More critically, they disturb your sleep. When your body is forced to work overtime to process sodium, sugar, alcohol, or excess fat, it never fully enters the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are vital for your heart, brain, and immune system. You may think you're asleep, but your body is on high alert. The effects compound over time. You might start waking up groggy, with a heavy chest, dry mouth, or anxious thoughts. You may find your blood pressure is higher in the mornings, or that your joints feel more inflamed. These are not random signs of aging. They are signals that your body is fighting against what you ate hours before, rather than recovering from the day. So how can you eat safely before bed without depriving yourself of comfort? The answer isn't complicated, nor does it require expensive ingredients or strict rules. In fact, the golden rule is beautifully simple. Keep your bedtime snacks light, warm, small, and stable. That means foods that are low in salt, sugar, and fat, served warm to relax your digestive system, eaten in small portions, and composed of ingredients that promote steady internal rhythms through the night. A dependable bedtime combination looks something like this: a small piece of steamed sweet potato, half a banana, a cup of warm milk or unsweetened soy milk, and optionally, a spoonful of oats or a few almonds or walnuts. This modest meal gives your body what it truly needs: magnesium and potassium to calm muscles and nerves, natural sugars for stable energy, amino acids to promote relaxation, and fiber to keep your digestion gentle and quiet. Don't underestimate the power of something so simple. This small plate, eaten 60 to 90 minutes before bed, can reduce nighttime cramping, support deep sleep cycles, and help regulate your blood pressure as you rest. It can mean the difference between waking up groggy and anxious or rising with clarity and calm. And here's something every older adult should hear clearly: you don't need to stop eating at night to be healthy. What matters is that you eat with awareness of how your body has changed. Your organs work hard all day, and they deserve peace at night. The foods you once tolerated in your 30s and 40s now demand more effort to process. That's not a flaw, it's just biology. So think of your bedtime meal not as a treat or indulgence, but as an act of care. Skip the chips. Let the wine wait for another time. Leave the sugary bread and fried leftovers for earlier in the day. Choose a snack that helps your body rest deeply and wake up strong. You've lived long enough to deserve that kind of kindness. Each evening, you have the opportunity to protect your heart, soothe your nervous system, and prepare your body for healing. When you make that choice, you are quietly investing in better mornings. The next time you reach for a bedtime snack, ask yourself not just, what do I feel like eating, but what kind of morning do I want tomorrow? Because food is not just fuel. After 65, it is also medicine, or it is poison. And the difference lies in what you choose. Sleep is your body's most powerful healer. Give it what it needs, and let every bite before bed become a promise to your future self. I want you to wake up well.